Hello people, this is Eric Cooper and this is Let's Play Wolfenstein Video on a Blind, and we have to jump. Whee! I hope you know what you're doing, Fergus. Well, maybe not, but fortunately, I'm here. Okay. Might be running out of air soon. Right, gotta swim, and we managed to avoid drowning.
Locked up in that prison for the last 3 months. There's not supposed to be a grating in front of that hut.
Probably time security.
Anyway, this is your new home.
Looks okay. The Monument of Truth were commissioned by Adolf Hitler to celebrate, in his own words, the spirit of the people which led this great nation to victory. An annual parade is held each fall which crosses the bridge was built between two statues of the monument. This parade street continues all the way up to the entrance of the Folks Hall. Huh. Nothing's shining. Oh, it's a battery. I saw one of these places before. Can I use this on them? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh well. Hey, you mentioned my name?
Hold me, I'm freezing.
Max off! Mr. Max.
Whoa!
Max, gently. Please, Captain. This is Klaus. He's on our side. Used to be a Nazi, but not anymore.
How is this possible? We're in the very center of Berlin. You're hiding in a plain sight.
That's the last place they would look at.
Huh.
Will they not hear us?
Best to keep your voice down then, yeah?
Fuck me. B.J. Blazkowicz. I should have known only you would be dumb enough to do a daytime entry.
The lady.
Glad to have you back, Fergus.
Caroline, you're alive.
If you call shitting in a bag living, 3 pulverized vertebrae. You?
Head trauma, 4 inches of cast iron shrapnel right in the conch. Still in there.
Severed colon, septic shock, shattered pelvis.
Memory loss, flashbacks, 14 years in a loony bin.
Good to see you, William.
That's just such a
So,
nice way to greet each other.
what can you do?
What are you doing here?
Pleased to see you too, Tekla.
You're supposed to be dead, Fergus Reed. You've been gone for 3 months. This stupid anomaly. People don't come back from Eisenwald.
Not unless Blazkowicz is involved.
Since off the books. I've heard stories about you. I was told you died in 1946.
Well, this is the Day of the Living Dead, apparently.
I don't even know who you are. We're variable. Well, none of this has been accounted for. I will have to revise my whole model. Thank you very much.
Good luck with that. Sorry I wasn't dead.
Interesting things out of London. I have a folder marked Project Whisper, but someone has borrowed it. Klaus, I believe it was. Can you find it and bring it to me, would you please, Captain? Now that you are here, I think we can do great things. Why don't you sit with me, Miss Anya? Listen in on these frequencies. Anything out of London... Anything out of London, make a note of the time and write down as much as you can. Here is pen and paper.
Can I do typewriter?
You know how to type.
Triumph in the East. Berlin, April 4, 1947. It was a devastating defeat for the Red Army when the German flag was raised on the western side of the River Volga this morning. In a statement to a reporter on site, Field Marshal Frederick Ritter said that victory is not only thanks to their hard-working and dedicated troops, but also a result of a new weapon that was deployed for the first time in battle. The Panzerhund is a mechanical autonomous beast of war that cannot feel fear or cannot feel remorse. It is the purest form of killing machine and will tear the Russians apart limb by limb. Jeez.
You know.
The Reds surrender. Moscow, December 12, 1949. The cold Russian winter bites hard, but one could not tell looking at the rosy smile face of the victorious German army and the liberated Russian people. The last battle against the Red Army took place in Izhevsk, following their month-long campaign to seize the Russian capital. A campaign which, after numerous setbacks and hundreds of civilian casualties, caused the Russian people to turn against their own army. With nightly bomb raids by the German Air Force on the Red Army's military factories in the Ural region, it was merely a matter of time before the Russian force would start to lose their morale. The murderous tyrant Joe Stalin is yet to be found, but rumors circulating that he may have been assassinated by his own men. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, keep doing that. Bad habit.
Yes.
Royal Air Force down but not out. Liverpool, June 25, 1945. The Royal Air Force suffered a major defeat yesterday at the battle over Liverpool. Though major losses were upon both sides, the RAF were forced to retreat after losing more than two-thirds of their fighters. But even when faced with overwhelming odds, our brave boys in the skies continued to fight for king and country. This fighting spirit may be what constitutes the very essence of Englishness. Us Englishmen, we fight until the very end, said a corner shop owner trying to put out a fire raging inside St. Luke's Church. And I'll be damned if we'll let some Jerry come here and tell us what to do. What's this man channeling the spirit of RAF pilot Jameson? Jameson was shut down about Liverpool yesterday, burst down with his burning wreckage, his body on fire, and armed only with a pistol, and killed 4 German paratroopers before finally succumbing himself. Wow. Good for him. Jeez. Even as the enemy stands at our doorsteps, the RFA will go to hell and back to keeping out of England. Jolly good, boys. Sorry, keep doing that. Regime crosses the Atlantic. Vancouver, January 3rd, 1947. Earlier this week, a German submarine was sunk in the Cabot Strait, just a few miles off the coast of Cape North. Today, hundreds of ships crossed the Atlantic and the first German troops set foot on Canadian soil. Now is the time to be brave, said the Prime Minister in an emergency radio broadcast. It's now or never. Our boys at the front line need your support to defend our homeland, to defend our freedom.
Parents thought I should learn.
Victory in Asia. Berlin, July 8, 1948. Early Monday morning, a special assault team launched an attack on the last stronghold of the People's Liberation Army. Within hours, the Republic of China surrendered unconditionally. Experts commented that the Japanese government now have no choice but to give up their territorial claims in Asia. Sources close to Field Marshal claim that a plan is being drawn up for both China and Japan, which will transition the two countries into servant states with separate government and military. These states will, of course, be supremely governed by the superior German Empire. Extra prisoner escape Eisenwald. Berlin, October 13, 1960. Early that morning, a small group of prisoners escaped from Eisenwald prison. The prisoners were described by the police as highly dangerous murderers, rapists, and degenerates. The advice was public to stay alert for people displaying deviant behavior and report anything that may help them track down these individuals. Huh.
Leave me alone, alright? I don't know you, and I'm not looking to make friends.
Fair enough. I'm just reading the newspaper. Finally, the British tyranny comes to an end. London, June 21, 1948. As if blessed by the sun, the German flag hung high this morning over Buckingham Palace to mark the end of a tyrannical monarchy which has plagued the English people for centuries. Field Marshal Gerald Feigenbaum, who leads the British invasion, cautioned that armed resistance is to be expected, but the majority of the British people will soon realize how they have been fooled by the British government, warmongering leaders. Following the surrender, the whole of the Commonwealth now falls under German rule, and the remaining armies have been ordered to stand down. Moscow in flames. Stockholm, March 16, 1945. The Red Army were forced to retreat last night from a Moscow engulfed by flames following a week-long German bomb raid. The barrage of mortar fire heard throughout the night and well into early Thursday morning seems to have obliterated what was left of the inner parts of the city. As of yet, there have been no words on the whereabouts of Joseph Stalin or his high command.
For my doctorate in archaeology.
Shit.
Then the Blitz came, and I had to go back home. I was only 16.
Well, Doctor. Please.
I heard you were looking for the Project Whisper folder.
Yeah?
It's not here. Obviously.
Okay, you managed to decorate the walls with crazy. Well, I guess that's some charm. Just, you know, be careful with that. Well, this is a interesting, great place. Locked. Locked. Hey people, your everything is locked. What gives? Locked.
Max, ich suche schon die ganze Zeit nach dem Hammer. Hast du ihn gesehen?
Make God.
After spending the last 14 years in a vegetative state, BJ comes back to a world ruled by the Nazis. But there's still hope. Hidden away in the center of Berlin is a small resistance group led by BJ's old friend Carolyn Beger. BJ joins the group, hoping that together they can liberate the world from the Nazis. Oh, hi. Okay, well, what happened to that guy?
You know about before, going off on you like that's a force of habit.
No worries, Johnny Cowboy. It's not the first time it happens.
Yeah, perhaps you should consider removing them tattoos.
I will, in time. I was, as you Americans say, all wet when I got them, and I'm sorry to say it was a very proud moment of my life. I want removing them to be an even prouder moment. No more Nazis, no more tattoos.
So long as you don't get in the way of me killing Nazis, we'll see eye to eye.
Sounds good.
Caroline's looking for a document folder, Project Whisper.
Max doesn't speak English very well, but he does know Project Whisper. It's a risky business operation. He knows what it will cost us to pull it out. Max doesn't like violence. He doesn't want to see anyone get hurt. Alles in Ordnung, mein Sohn. Wir werden für dich kämpfen.
Caroline said you borrowed the folder. Do you have it here?
I did take it 2 days ago, but I put it back. Go to the ground floor. The folder should be in the drawer in a desk in her room, where I left it.
Okay.